Hi guys, just a quick little video. Made a comment on one of Mark's videos the other day and he got excited, so I thought instead of just sending a message backwards and forwards, I would do a little video quickly. So anyway, this is a story that I've mentioned in the past, excuse me, but I haven't actually done a video on it, but I think it's about time now. So basically growing up, there was a few records in the house that were my parents'. There was a kind of quite a few later Beatles albums from kind of Help onwards, Help, Revolver, Rubber Soul, Sgt. Pepper, White Album, and there was like a Kinks compilation. There's a couple of Stones albums, Aftermath, Between the Buttons, and there were some Buddy Holly albums. My mum had a few Buddy Holly albums. So basically that was the music that was in the house. I think latterly we got a copy of Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits, which used to get played a lot and now always reminds me of Christmas. I think my brother might have got it one Christmas. But so that was basically all the records that there were in the house. My sister probably had some things later on, but anyway, that was my main listening when I was younger, growing up, which is kind of moulded my musical tastes. But anyway, those were just all kind of early UK pressings. But then at the back of the stack there was these, which always kind of, maybe just giving the game away a bit, had these brown Ex Libris covers on them. There was this one, which is just a Hallmark, Marble Arch budget compilation of the Kinks. There was George Harrison. This is a concert for Bangladesh. And they were all just in these brown sleeves with like the track listing here. And then my dad, I don't know whether you can just see it here, written in pencil, none. So he obviously didn't think there was anything worth listening on that particular LP. Oh yeah, none. Nothing on that one either. And then this one, you can see some of these have been underlined. So he obviously didn't mind this first first bit. Bob Dylan. Oh, that was the other thing. There was a Bob Dylan, Times They Are Changing. That was another one that was in the house and I used to get played quite a lot. But yeah. So, and on the backs of them as well, you can see they've still got these old, date card things. So that was one of them. George Harrison's concert for Bangladesh. This one doesn't have anything, but it is a copy of Medal. And my dad's written up here the whole LP. So you obviously like this at some point. This is it's not the earliest pressing, I don't think, but I had a look at the dead wax and it's A4B3, so still not too bad. This one, which is the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. Fortunately, this is one that I don't have the cover for, because I'd love to get the cover for this, but these have been in my family for, as long as I can remember, and I can pretty much guarantee these I'm the only person that's played them for the last probably 30 years, so I know they're in good shape. So I think this is slightly darker apple maybe. I think that makes a difference. Yeah, Yellow Submarine. So I've got the hard bit, I've got a good record now, I just need to find decent covers. Especially I'd like to find the cover for this one, which is George Harrison's Wonderwall music. Again, my dad's written on this None, so he obviously didn't think much of that, even though he is a George Harrison fan. Yeah, Wonderwall music, you can see what good nick they're in, still lovely and shiny, barely been played. This is A1B3 stampers that are on this one, so it's really pretty early. And the A side has got the corrected matrix numbers as well, because it's got, instead of being a SAP core number, it's got STAP 01 or something, and that's been stroked out, and it's got the SAP core one put in instead. So that's definitely the first plate of that side anyway. I don't know whether there's A1B1s of it or not. Another one that we had was, well, it's got it down as being Lennon. It's the Plastic Ono band. This is the live in Toronto. This is the one that has basically John doing blue suede shoes and Money and Dizziness Lizzie and things, and then Yoko Ono screeching on the other side. But again, I don't have a sleeve for this. Is its little catalogue number? I don't know what the story, how we came by having these, whether they were borrowed from the library or what, but I'm quite pleased to have them. And then finally, the one that Mark's probably most interested in, which I had for years, and even for a few years after I started really getting into collecting records, never quite realised what it was, even though I knew I had it, but I hadn't put two and two together. Is this, which is by a band called Floyd, apparently, and is Dark Side of the Moon. Again, my dad's written up here, whole LP. I can tell that's his writing, so he obviously thought this was quite good, although I think he might deny that now, I don't know. So yeah, I'll take this out and show you. Again, this is in great condition. I know I'm the only person that's played this in the last probably 30 years, if not more. To show up nicely. There we go. So yeah, this is a first UK press with the A2 and B2 stampers on it, which I think is the first. I don't think there was ever an A1, B1, so I think this is the daddy. But again, I have later pressings of this. I have the, the anniversary edition that they did, was it the 40th anniversary, I think it was, or was it the 30th? It was the one when they did the stained glass window, because I ordered it hoping that it would have the the LP would come with the stained glass cover, because I thought that would be nice. I like that cover, but then when it turned up, it was exactly the same as the original they had, so I was a bit disappointed with that. And I also have another pressing. Yeah, so this is the anniversary one I got. Yeah, it came out in 2003, so it was 30th anniversary. It'd be 40th anniversary was last year. That's right. So this was the 30th anniversary edition. And then I also have this one as well, which is just a nothing special, bog standard. And a blue. See now when I look at this one, it just looks wrong that it's not all nice and blue in the middle. But again, this is what it says, A10. A10B9, so that's definitely much later on. Yeah, so if anyone has a nice, original sleeve for Dark Side of the Moon, the one that only opens on one side, or spare poster or postcard, because I don't have either of them, yeah, that'd be great. I'd like to hear from you, because I've got a good LP, but I don't want to do the swap the other way. So you can give me the sleeve, and I definitely won't give you the record. So it'll work that way. Just in case anyone says, "Oh, I've got a nice sleeve, you've got the record." There's not any hope that that's going to happen, because I've got the important bit. So, and it does sound fantastic. Like I said in my message, I don't know whether my stereo really can do it justice, but when you compare it to the other pressing that I've got, it's just worlds apart. So I was going to try and keep this to 10 minutes, but we're already at 11 and a half. So yeah, so that's it really. I hope everyone's doing fine. I'm going to try my next one's going to be, next video is probably going to be going back to the vinyl dip. I've been listening to a few things the last couple of weeks, last few days. So yeah, so I hope you're all fine, and take care.